What's up, everybody? Y'all do me a favor. Y'all like this video. Y'all share this video and subscribe if you have not. Hit that notification bell. It's Sunday. I ain't in the mood for haters. So if they come up in here, we gonna be blocking your ass left and right because I'm tired of human beings today. Yeah, I ain't got time for y'all bullshit. So if any of my moderators is on deck, kick these motherfuckers out in Jesus' name. It's Sunday. We ain't got time for the drama. I'm gonna try not to be here long because I really don't want to be here long. But you know that doesn't always work out when I say it that way. Sometimes I end up being here really long. I love you too, Tremaine. Thank you. I do want to have this conversation. No, I'm not gonna say a whole lot. Just getting straight into it. I want to have this conversation about sisters, right? Now, let me make it clear before I get into this topic, you guys, is that I do know that plenty of Black women stand up and we fight for our brothers and we fight for the situations that we're going through. But I'm not talking about those sisters. So if this shoe does not fit, I'm going to need y'all to not get offended. Okay, I'm gonna need y'all, other Black women, to take this same vein and speak to the sisters that this is about. Right, and give them this information. I truly believe in the fact that women should deal with women and men should deal with men, in the sense that it shouldn't be about the brothers saying what the hell is wrong with y'all women. It should be the women saying what the hell is wrong with what we're doing, right? And it should be men that should check the brothers, because at the end of the day, I think it means a little bit more when it comes from the same group of people that are doing the fuckery when they check them, right? It takes other Black women, I think, to say to Black women, we got to stop this ridiculousness, right? So if this doesn't fit you, sis, don't nobody get all mad and get upset, right? Although, even though I've given this disclaimer, I'm sure there's somebody who's going to get offended, because people just love to be offended over fucking nothingness. So if you're the one in the house looking to be offended about something, fuck you, okay? Shout out to David for that. Let me see. Black Freedom. Look, thank you for that, Black Freedom. David Brooks, what website? You talking about my website? Actually, I'm working on my website. Don't go over to my website, because you ain't going to be able to do a damn thing on there but just look at some pictures. I have a website for you. On Monday, though, we are working on all of that. So it will be up and ready to go, right? And you're going to go over there at 9 and y'all going to be talking about me. Like, what kind of shit is this? All right, so somebody said they're glad I'm addressing this, okay? And it says, help, I need my hair done. So we're going to talk about hair. We're going to talk about nails and those different things, because how many of y'all know that I just talked the other night? Was it Friday? I don't damn know. Sometimes I don't know what day of the week it is. I think it's Sunday, everybody. I'm not sure. Shout out to you, Keith. Thank you for that. I think it's just you, Natasha. Is anybody else's video buffering? Natasha said hers is buffering real bad. That's not on my end, because nobody else is saying that, I think. So let's talk about this, though. Y'all remember the nail salon, right? That the brother Tyrone Muhammad, we just spoke about Tyrone Muhammad, and he got fed up with the bullshit while everybody else wanted to protest. This brother was like, nope, damn some protesting. I'm gonna go up in here and let these motherfuckers have it. So he threw bricks through the window. He went to jail, right? Right? He went to jail, and he got bailed out, and they put boards all up in the window, right? But guess what happened next? I want y'all to guess about a title. And this is not the first time this has happened. We're going to talk about 2 other incidents where this has happened, because it's happening enough that it needs to be addressed. And somebody said it is buffering a little. Okay. Is it good for anybody else on the other end? Because my screen looked fine. But then again, it is raining here and the wind blowing like crazy, so it could be my raggedy ass internet. Yes, they still went and got their nails done. So a brother went back in the salon. I don't know if this was yesterday. I was tagged in the video. And so shout out to you, David Brooks. Thank you for that. Okay, I'm going to hit you up right after we do this, okay? I will call you as soon as I'm done. I'm charging my phone now. And I will call you after this is over. But check this out. So they go back in the nail salon, and the Black guy goes in there, and they say, it's Black women in there getting their nails done. Shout out to you, Michael. Thank you for that. And much love to you back. And it's women sitting all in there. And the man is telling him he needs to get out, go get out, because you got that camera, don't come in here, start no more shit. The windows and the doors is busted out. Ain't even no sunlight in this motherfucker. They got boards on the window. You can't even see through the window. And the women are still in the nail salon getting their nails done. Black women. We got to stop this shit. And let me tell you something. This is not just a one-time incident. It's not. Let me give y'all some more incidents that were actually very big ones that y'all can see, right? How many of y'all remember the beauty supply store, right? Some months back, maybe like a half a year. I don't know, end of last year. Y'all remember the beauty supply? And the man punched that woman in her mouth, remember? Her son picked up something, I guess, on the way out the store. He was little. The man said, he got my stuff. The lady took it, picked it up, tossed it back in the store. They got into a verbal argument. He came outside. He followed the woman. He punched her in her mouth and split her lip. And then what happened after that, y'all? Y'all remember? Then we had another viral video of what? That same beauty supply store. And there were brothers, black men, who was sitting outside of that beauty supply store, and there was a sale. This motherfucker put a sale going on. It was 50% off the weave. Y'all don't remember that? And they had a line around the door. Yes, they had a sale, Sandy. And it was women standing in line waiting to get this weave even after the fact that this man punched her in the mouth, right? So a couple people say that I'm buffering, but is it me? Because as I'm talking, I hear everybody else saying yes, yes, yes. So, okay, everybody keeps saying it's buffering and YouTube is irritating. I'm going to ask y'all a question. If everybody said it is buffering, are there those of y'all that it's not buffering for? Is it me or is it them? Okay, so you can see me just fine. Okay, all right, good. Okay. All right, so if it starts buffering on your end, you guys just refresh it. And hopefully it'll come back through. Okay, so they were standing outside in a long ass line. And then do you remember that one of the sisters got into an argument with the brothers? The brothers were sitting outside. They were sitting in chairs. They were telling the women they shouldn't go in there. They were telling the women about how they disrespected the woman, how they punched the woman in the mouth. And they were all sitting out there. And one of the sisters started arguing with the brother. She arguing this man down like if he's done something wrong when he is taken away from his day and time. This man don't wear no motherfucking weave. These brothers is not in the motherfucking beauty supply buying no lace front wigs. They're not in there buying them no bamboo earrings. They're not in there buying any of that shit. But they went out there all day for several days to try and shut down this man's shop. And guess what? All they had to do was put on a sale. And black women did not give a fuck. And they had a line around the door. Let me tell you about another incident if you do not know. How many of y'all know of Jade? I've spoken on her plenty of times. Shout out to Jade, a.k.a. Lil Shut Shit Down, right? They shut down the Apple Nail Shop in Brooklyn. The one who jumped on a 50-year-old grandmother and her granddaughters and threw acetone in their face. Y'all remember that fight? Held them, all kind of shit. Jade will tell you they had to stand out there for months. And when they first started standing out there, there was plenty of times she would go live. And guess what? There were still black women going into that nail salon. And some of them would be upset with Jade when she's telling them not to go in there. They had to stand out there for months to continue to remind sisters, don't go in there. Don't go in there because of what this man is doing. And they felt guilty. So after a while, the women didn't want to be ridiculed. So they stopped going there and went somewhere else and he got shut down. I remember one video where Jade came on and there were black women who were inside of the salon with this man like 4 days after the situation. They was in that motherfucker praying with the Asian dude. Praying. It's Sunday. Let's go there. Well, I'm not going to go off on no tangent on Christianity, but this is what the fuck I'm talking about. All this kumbaya, want to motherfucking, be nice to everybody, want to be forgiven. What the fuck are you in there praying with this Asian man for that's beating the shit out of black women because they're taking away his business? He should learn how to respect his fucking customers. But you're going to go in there and pray with him because I guess that's what Jesus would do. I know. Well, if that's what Jesus would do, then Jesus a punk bitch. If that's what you saying Jesus would do. Because my Jesus will call down hellfire and rain. The Jesus, if I had a version of Jesus, he would like be whooping everybody ass. Like, fuck that shit. You remember when Peter chopped the nigga ear off in the garden? He was like, Peter, don't do that. I'd have been like, hell yeah, Peter, cut that other ear off and this motherfucker, get him. That's the kind of Jesus we need, y'all, okay? Not this kumbaya ass Jesus. So I would tell you that I've been in situations where we've done protests, right? We had a young woman here who was accused of maybe stealing something. She did not steal anything at all. She was a tiny girl too. She must have weighed like fucking, I don't know, like 120 pounds wet. She was a very little girl, right? And the police came and they assaulted her, threw her on the ground right here in Aurora, Colorado, and then they charged her with trespassing when they found out that she had stolen it. Now, how the fuck do you walk into somebody's store to purchase something that is a public place for you to be? They claim you stole something. They prove you didn't steal nothing, and then you still fucking find something to charge me with. So now you charging me with trespassing. But I was never not told not to come here, so how the fuck am I trespassing? Do you see what I'm saying? And we stood outside of there. Not only did we stand outside and tell women not to go in there, we actually gave them handouts of the other two, not many here, the two black beauty supply stores in Colorado that they could go to and give their money to black people instead of the shop that was here. Do you know how many black people was like, nah, get out my face with that? There were women who got out of the car and who was like, they seen the crowd of us and was like, let me get myself ready. And they walked up on us like, bitch, try me. That's how they walked up on us. Some of them sisters have fucking attitudes. I know. That's how they walked past us. They didn't want the handout. They didn't want to know where the black beauty supplies were. They didn't want to hear shit. They didn't even want to know why we were there. They did not care. And then you know how many women gave us the scenario, even though the first beauty supply they could have went to was like 5 more minutes up the motherfucking road, and they could have gone, but their excuse was, well, I just need one really quick thing. I just need some rubber bands. I just need something out of here real quick, and then I won't come back here no more. Really? Like this is what? 4 incidents I can give you. 3 of them have been seen publicly. When you look at what Jay did was fucking on social media. You can go watch the videos for it. When you see how those women at the beauty salon, the lady got punched in her mouth. They cussed out the brothers that was standing at the door. And now we have women in Chicago. Now, don't get me wrong. Who in the house from Chicago? How many motherfucking beauty supplies? Nail salons are there in Chicago? And I'm not talking about black. Just how many nail salons are there in Chicago? You mean to tell me? Because I don't know about y'all, but it seems like every time I go to a hood, just like churches and liquor stores, there are fucking nail salons on every corner. I could go to any motherfucking plaza, and it's at least 1 nail shop at each plaza, if not 2 in that bitch. Tell me I'm lying. So even if you didn't find a black one in Chicago, which let me say that is Chicago, and the other day I came across a list of nothing but black beauties, black nail salons in Chicago area. It was at least 25 of them on the list. So if you live there and you say that you don't know where a black beauty salon is, nail salon is, you a lie, because you ain't looking, because there's plenty of them out there. But even if you decided to go to a non-black nail salon, okay, I get it. You got your anniversary coming up, your little boo thing coming to, Netflix and chill. You got one fingernail broke. You can't do that. You going out to the club. You got your red weave in. You need your red motherfucking nails. I get it. But you couldn't have found another salon? Even if it wasn't black. You couldn't have found another fucking salon that wasn't this man's salon. I don't understand that. It's not like he's the only salon. So the question in all of this is, why the fuck do we continue to do this to ourselves? Like, I think that there comes a time in this conversation about us being free that there's plenty we can say, well, we don't really have to take the blame, and it ain't shit we can say about the fact that our school systems are all fucked up. That's like a conspiracy against us when it comes to the government. They do this shit on purpose. They put bullshit in our water, right? That's, you know what I'm saying? They put bullshit in our food. They create ghettos. They capitalize on people's economical status, right? They do all of these things, and those are plenty of things we can argue with, and we can say to ourselves, this country did this shit to us. And there's a whole lot that they need to do to rectify it. But let's just go down to the very last compound of just the little simple shit, the ABCs and the 1, 2, 3s. There is so fucking much that we can do for ourselves. We can never demand anything from any motherfucking body, from any motherfucking entity, from any goddamn system, if we don't first do the part that we need to do. I'm sorry. I'm not going to allow conditioning. For as much as I explain the situations we're in, I'm not going to allow conditioning. I'm not going to allow any other motherfucking excuse to come along and say that something this simple is not something that we can fucking handle for ourselves. Are we serious? It's not that hard, sisters. It's this simple. A motherfucker keep treating y'all like shit. Stop going to this establishment giving them money. It's that simple. Go some fucking where else. It's that fucking simple. And it is that simple. When I say simple, I mean simple. It's not one motherfucking nail salon in your hood. It's plenty of them. If you want to go to another Asian, because that's all that's there, fine. Go fucking see Lu Lin. All of them got a bitch named Kim Lee and Chung Lee in that motherfucker. Go see the Lees. I don't care. Go find you a Lee. Let an Asian do your nails. I don't give a damn. But can you at least make sure that it's not the same fucking nail salons and beauty supplies that are beating the shit out of y'all, not going to jail, not respecting you or your dollar, not seeing you as a motherfucking customer? Can you at least fucking do that? That's all I'm asking. You know, and I'm not going to equate this to every situation, but I hear a whole lot of black women. I hear a whole lot of talk about how black men need to stand up. I hear other black men say black men need to stand up, right? They need to protect black women. They need to take charge in their damn communities. And then brothers do. And this is what we do, sisters. Like, how we gonna ever get somewhere in this fight if when our men do stand up and they decide to take charge of what the fuck is going on and defend you as a woman, where do you step in and then respect yourself as well? How we gonna ask black men to stand up and then they do, and then we disregard the fight that they put in for us? What kind of bullshit is that? Every last one of these scenarios that I've said to y'all have involved black men. And each time black women have given black men their ass to kiss over fucking nail salons and over fucking hair. This is a whole lot ridiculous. Not a little bit, a whole lot motherfucking ridiculous. We don't get to tear down black men, and then when black men decide to stand up and do the right thing, then we don't stand with them in that fight. What kind of shit is that? We're never going to get anywhere with us. This is the kind of like stamina we got. This is the resistance we have. We can't even resist a fucking nail salon. When it's 50 other choices, it's not even the only choice you got. Shout out to you, Snuggles. Have you ever thought of what is the psychology that possesses blacks to continue this type of treatment to themselves? Yes, we talk about that in a second. Angela Brown. I stopped patronizing Asian wig shops. I support black-owned ones online called Diva Stress. All right, then y'all give Diva Stress some money too. And shout out to you, just my 4 cents for the $5. And your 4 cents says, a lot of these black women have sons in gangs killing each other in Chicago, yet those gangbangers don't show up to handle that business. Well, we talk about that shit all the time. So I'm not going to say that everybody go to nail shop, their sons is in gangs. Like, I won't say that. What I will say, though, is that I feel you. Like, at the end of the day, I say this shit all the time. We so quick to kill Pookie and Ray Ray, and we want to fight each other, but we let everybody else get away with everything. And I appreciate what Tyrone did. But he should have hit that man in the face with one of them bricks. I get it. He was trying to close down the man's shop. He didn't want him to have any business. But I want you to look at how those women that were in there, those particular women, how fucking desperate they were. How desperate. The windows are boarded the fuck up. If y'all go and watch this video, y'all, there's a board on the door. There's a board on all the windows. There's not even any natural sunlight coming into this business. And you're in this motherfucker shopping with getting your nails done with all the windows boarded up. That ambiance will fuck with me. I don't want to be in a nail shop with all the windows boarded up in this bitch. I need some sunlight in here to fuck. The ambiance would have threw me the fuck off. But let's even go back to the video. How many of y'all remember the video of what even started this when the man came in and he threw the bricks through the window? How many of y'all watched it? Because if you watched it, you will see, okay? Shout out to you, Snuggles. We do need to treat others like we treat ourselves. Well, I don't think that anybody gonna ever give black people respect. I still think that we have to take our respect. Let me say that. I don't give a fuck how black people carry themselves. We're gonna always have to take our respect. Because I would say to you that all black people are not ghetto, all black people are not ignorant, and I watch plenty of black people be excellent at everything that they do, have decent personalities, be moral human beings, smart as fuck, and they're not ghetto as hell. Those are stereotypes that everybody puts on black people. I know plenty of black people who are not the basic stereotypical thing, but you can walk in and be the most respected, I respect myself ass black person. You don't carry yourself a certain way, and because you black, you still not gonna get respect in this country. So I don't give a fuck how well black people carry themselves. You gonna still have to take that respect from this country, because they're not gonna give you shit. But it makes it a whole lot easier for them to explain why they disrespect us when we disrespect ourselves. Going back to what I was saying about the video, thank you for the donation, brother. In the video, there's a woman in the video who is watching this ridiculousness go on. Do y'all hear her in the background of the video? How many of y'all watched the video? And the woman is sitting there and she's watching this shit take place, and she's recording it as though she's disgusted. In the end, she does get up and she does bombard her way out the door, and she takes the young minor sister with her instead of letting them close her up in the store. Now, but before she did that, let's break down what I hear this woman say. Let's break down her mentality. She sees what's going on and she says, right? She says, the only reason I'm here is because they did my eyelashes the other day and my eyelashes fell off and I need my lashes done. Now, they could give me my money back and I'll leave. But she only asked for her money back and to leave after they disrespected her. She was willing to pull out that camera. Let's just keep it all the way real. She was willing to pull out that camera and record this sister's encounter that was being disregarded. But the way this sister was being disrespected, knowing that this wasn't the first time, because she's saying all of that shit on the video, right? Shout out to you, Todd. Thank you for that. She's saying all of this on the video. Shout out to you, Dylan Pat. Thank you for that, too. She's saying all of this on the video that she knows this is not the first time they've done this shit to black women in that salon, that they do this kind of shit. And the only reason I'm there, but if you knew this, why did you go there and get your eyelashes done in the first place? Right? Why did you do that? And I'm not understanding how when it came to them touching your phone, now you feel disrespected, sis. So now you're going to get up, ask for your money back, and you're going to walk out because now you're disrespected. But she had no problem sitting there pulling out her phone, watching another black woman be disrespected. She had no problem going back to that fucking salon when she already knew before she got there to get her lashes done that salon had a history of disrespecting black women by assaulting black women all the time. And none of these issues had anything to do with women leaving and not paying their bill. So it's not one of those situations where they can say, oh, well, these women didn't want to pay, that's why he hit them. That had nothing to do with either one of the situations. So it's funny to me how it was okay until this sister felt disrespected personally. How the fuck as individual black people does that work? I need somebody to explain that to me. You don't want to do nothing about the police. You don't want to do motherfucking nothing about the nail salons. You don't want to do nothing about any of these institutions. You don't want to fucking talk about the situations going on in schools, right? Until it comes to your motherfucking doorstep. When it's your son that's now dead in the streets by the police, you want everybody to come out and rally for you. You want everybody to share that video so your story can go everywhere and you can get the help and you can get the justice you think your child deserves. My question would be, black people, did you share that last video when it wasn't your son? Did you go out to the streets and put all that fucking effort into somebody else's black child? Let's keep it on the topic. Did you fucking care that this man was assaulting black women in his salon before he disregarded you? So you stop going in there. But, oh, it's okay when he do it to another black person long as it ain't you. I want black people to stop being ignorant and understand that all of these situations that we deal with in this country, that sooner or later, it's coming to your doorstep too. So I need us to understand that unity means that when you are fighting for something, you have to understand that we're fighting in this together. You can't just wait till it comes to your doorstep. Now you want to selfishly call attention to the situation. And let me go back because I think the brother said something else. Okay, let me see. I get you. Yeah, I agree. That's what I'm saying. Okay, I got you. He said, I ain't mean that. Don't be misinterpreting what I said, Miss Mechee. I got you. I feel the same way, brother. Thank you for the donation. Exactly. The same type of energy that we use against one another, to be angry with one another, to fight one another, to fuck one another up. If we use that same energy towards other races, you're right. They'd be in some trouble. That's the thing that they scared of. And I just want to know that when we talk about that and you say treating people the same way that they treat us, maybe they would have some respect for us if we were as disregarding to them as we are disregarding to one another as Black people. That would be true. But I want to tell you, since it's Sunday, let's go a little deeper in that mentality. I want to say this in all seriousness. The numbers is probably going to drop because I know some Christians rock with me, and then as soon as I start talking about Jesus, y'all be like, I'm out this bitch. But I want y'all to understand that part of Christianity, part of that is the dociling of us and to make us always want to forgive. If nothing else, people in church will always be like, I pray for you. Even when they mad at you, I'm going to pray for you. And sometimes you should just punch somebody in the face. I'm just saying, in Jesus' name. That's what Jesus will want sometimes. I'm just saying. Sometimes people need to be punched in their face. I'm going to pray for you. But I'm going to pray for you is really a cuss word in church that say, fuck you, bitch. That's what that really means. I'm going to pray for you. You just told me, fuck you, Miss May. I caught that shit. Right? So we always trying to play nice when nobody even means that shit. Hey, mama. My mama in the house, y'all. So understand that it teaches you to forgive. Christianity says, kumbaya, forgive your enemy. I don't know, how many white people do y'all see or other races come into courtrooms when people have fucked their people over and be like, well, I forgive you. Black people will forgive a motherfucker before they even went through trial. I know you just killed everybody in the church, baby, while we was trying to have Bible study, but you just had the devil in you, and I want you to know that I forgive you. And the motherfucker ain't even said sorry. We do this shit all the time. And that's part of how Christianity fucks us up, because let me point out to you, KKK are Christians. How come they don't ever use that ideology? Well, let's just be nice and kumbaya. No, these niggas want to put on hoodies. They want to lynch people. They want to infiltrate the police department. They want to fucking burn crosses in people's yards. They want to be racist as fuck. And somehow they still believe that they can do this and still fucking walk with their God and in their Christianity. How many other people do you watch in their religions that do the shit that they do and just be on the most fuck shit? You got Catholics. They swear all day they holier than thou, but they don't do shit but rape little boys every time you turning around, rape all the kids in the motherfucking church. This is their MO. But yet still, they can still rape everybody and still believe in their God. Black people are the only folks that turn around and believe that their religion, they supposed to be holier than thou. And the funny thing is, none of us are. None of us are. And all you be doing is just playing yourself. You should just really be you and let the real you shine. So when you find all of these flaws, not that the world tells you is a flaw, when you find something that's a flaw, then you can work it out. But as long as you hide it inside and act like you don't have no issues and you want to kumbaya and you want to go through acting like outwardly, you're all these things that your religion says you have to be because this is your criteria to be considered a good Christian. All of that is full of shit because none of that shit that y'all say y'all are. It's humanly impossible. Y'all ain't all reached that self-actualization in this motherfucker, right? Shout out to you, just my 4 cents. Pookie will shoot up Ray Ray grandma's house over disrespect, but let Mr. Lee beat his mama back in out. You ain't lying. Slap the shit out of his mama and won't give her money back, and her fucking nails be crooked. Hey, what you think happening? Although I will say, I don't remember where it was, so don't quote me on this. I think it was like in LA. Somebody did something to somebody mama at a nail salon, and they came back and beat that man ass. Beat his ass. I was happy. I was glad that they did, right? Because more of that needs to happen. But you're right. And let me just give you another example. It's a man. I'm not sure if many of you know him. His name is George Zimmerman. Does anybody know who that is? I don't know. He ain't caught a lump yet. He just chilling. Ray Ray been dead 20 times. Ray Ray get killed every day in our motherfucking community. But George Zimmerman still walking around like, what, bitch? I dare your ass. I dare you. But Christianity keeps us that way, right? We can destroy one another, but we can't destroy everybody else who come against us. So sisters, shout out to you, William Gates. Thank you for that. But sisters, so I want to say to the sisters though, so how the fuck we supposed to get free if this is the approach we keep taking? See, these are the type of things that bother me because I understand that getting free, as most of us do, when we understand the position that we're in, it's going to take a whole hell of a lot for us to get free. And if you can't simply just refrain from going to a nail shop that be beating your ass left and right, when I say your, yes, every black woman, I want you to take it personal. Because as I was saying to you before, it's never personal until it's personal. When the fuck are we going to start to feel offended? Understanding that when you go into those nail shops, they don't see you as Tanya or Miss Tamika, right? Or Miss Harris. You're not an individual. You're just a fucking black person coming in here to spend your money. And they don't have any respect for you because they laugh and they know that no matter what we do, these fucking black women is coming back to get what we have. So they don't even value you as a customer. They don't even value your dollar. They know that you're going to give it, and they don't even go out of their way to respect you to get it from you. When you come in that shop, he sees all of y'all as black fucking bitches who gonna give you their money no matter how you disregard them. And anytime one of these black bitches get on your nerves, you can put your hands on them. Because this man put his hands on a sister a little while back. Wasn't that she wasn't refusing to pay? He actually stole her wallet, snatched it out of her hand, wouldn't give it back. The woman had to call the police on this same man because he assaulted her. They arrested him and then they dropped the charges. So just like at the Apple Nail Shop in Brooklyn that they had that Jade helped shut down. Yeah, they arrested that man. Weeks after people argued about the fact that he didn't even get charged with assault. And then the charges got dropped. So they don't respect y'all. They don't give a fuck about you. They don't even think that they have to because they think we so dumb. That should tell you something. They think that we so motherfucking dumb that no matter how they treat us, we coming back. And to some extent, we prove them right time after time. I'm just not understanding this. I need somebody to explain this shit to me. See, because this is new to me in the past year since it's been so fucking vocal and so visual about all of these Asian nail shops beating down black women, beauty supplies, putting their hands on black women, being arrested for not stealing shit, being beat down and everything else. And we just continue to go back. I want to say something to black women. Stop expecting anybody to respect you if you don't respect yourself. Stop telling black men that they have to treat black women so well and that they have to honor us and treat us like queens and treat us like goddesses when we lower ourselves to pieces of shit every motherfucking day for the stupidest, dumbest shit. I have watched black men time and time again in all of these fucking situations be the ones that's the first at the motherfucking beauty supply, ready to whoop a motherfucker's ass, ready to shut down their shop. This man went and threw bricks through the fucking windows, hoping that boarding up those fucking windows would mean he would be out of business. And instead, black women are right the fuck back in there getting their nails done with boarded up windows and doors when 10 minutes away from that fucking nail salon is 50 other fucking nail salons. I don't know. I just get tired of hearing this talk about how black men don't stand up and they don't do what they're supposed to do in the black community for black women. They're not protecting us. They're not defending us. They're not doing this. They're not doing that. Well, guess the fuck what? Some brothers are. And when they do, black women, you should fucking stand next to them in that fight and you should honor what the fuck they've done. I'm really disgusted at how it is that we don't give a fuck in these situations. To the point that I honestly want to say, take it however the fuck you want, but I'm going to say this. Black men, stop doing this. Stop going to these nail salons. Stop checking these motherfuckers. Stop throwing bricks through windows. Stop checking these Asian dudes. Stop fucking trying to shut them down because what's the point? The very group of people you're fighting for don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. Stop putting yourself on the line. This black man done fucking went to jail for the fucking honor of black women. He went to jail for that. And black women didn't give no fucking fucks. They was just right back in there because you need your nails done. I'd be mad if I was this brother. That after all that I done sacrificed, after all that I done did to try and stand up to this motherfucker for the black women in my community, y'all turned around and turned y'all back on me, the very fucking group of people that I'm fighting for. That's fucked up. Shout out to you, Black Freedom. Thank you for that. And I can see if it was the first time. It's not, y'all. This is like the fucking fourth time that this has happened. Every time we shut down a nail shop or try a nail shop or a beauty salon, this is what happens. Somebody said, what's wrong with them? Well, this is the only thing that I could equate this to. Let me tell you, from a perspective of psychology and how they think. I think that any woman who will continue to do this doesn't have enough self-esteem in herself. And I know people are going to say that's a general thing to throw around and say, but it's not. It's not. I think that as Black women, we have been conditioned and we have been taught for far too long that who we are within ourselves is not never enough, that we're too loud, that we're too strong, that we're too boastful, right? That our hair is too nappy, whether it's dark sisters and your skin is too black. Like Black women have been told all this time in this country, the same reasons why we run to the beauty supply in the nail salon and we put all of the European hair in our head. And the reason that we do those things is because we have been taught in this country as Black women that what we look like outwardly is what matters. I want you to think about rap music and everything that's pumped into our communities, right? A Black woman is, oh, you're supposed to look good. You're a bad bitch, remember? I'm going to blame this nail salon and this hair salon shit on bad bitches. The bad bitch culture. Because bad bitches need their weave down to their ass. Bad bitches need their nails done all the time. Bad bitches need their motherfucking snuffleupagus eyelashes in this motherfucker. Because these are all criteria. Every bad bitch got a bad bitch kit. A bad bitch kit consists of a waist trainer, some long ass nails with some stones on them bitches, a motherfucking 26-inch weave, right? Some eyelashes, and the dopest contouring with the highlighter in this motherfucker. This is what makes you a bad bitch. So if you're not a bad bitch, what are you? Because we've been taught as Black women that if you don't fit into this category, then there's nothing else for you to be valued. And we bought that fucking lie. So much that when there are men out there standing up for us to let us know that we are much more valuable than what this country has told us we are, and that's why they're out there defending us, we don't even see the value in that because we don't see the value in ourselves. That's what's wrong with Black women. Shout out to you, Black Freedom. Thank you for that donation. Y'all go support that brother on his website. And this is what it truly is. This is what it truly is. Because at the end of the day, every Black woman should understand that they are being devalued in these places. If he has done this to one Black woman, 2 Black women, 3 Black women, all it takes is for you to say, well, if he did that to them, I know that he sees me the same way. And so I won't give him a chance to treat me that way. Shout out to you. You know what? Well, I'm going to have to tell you, tackling this situation, it hurt my heart because I'm tired of seeing this shit happen. And I get tired of Black women because we have this battle back and forth of, you know, Black men ain't shit. This is what Black women want to say. And then you turn around and you got the Black men that say Black women ain't shit. But yet and still, nobody wants to talk about the fact that when brothers are out there doing everything we say, Black men need to stand up. Black men need to take their communities back. Black men don't need to be gay. They need to take off them skirts. I agree with all that shit. You know, because you can't really fight too hard in them skirts and them heels. I mean, I don't give a damn if you is gay or trans. You see them muscles, you got some testosterone. I'm going to need you to fight like a man in this bitch, okay? Put on the skirt later. So I agree with all of that. But it's very disheartening, I would imagine, when you see brothers finally do the very thing that we said that they're not doing, and then they stand up and then we give them our ass to kiss. How many women, let me give you an even better scenario. Sisters, how many of y'all would see a brother in the community be in a relationship with a sister and he treat her like dog shit? Every time you see him, he with another bitch, right? Got some girl in his car. He always rolling around with some hoes. He think he a boss player, right? And he beat the shit out of her whenever she don't do what he want her to do, right? He whoop her ass. You know he whoop her ass because you done seen her with a black eye and a busted lip, right? You find out he's single next week because she finally tired of his shit. Do you want to go be with him? Do you? Sad truth is, some women are going to want to be with that man just because he the man in the hood. Because the grass always seems greener on the other side. But if you wouldn't fucking go and date that man, why the fuck would you go to a nail salon that time and time again has disrespected Black women in that community? This motherfucker continues to put his hands on Black women. He continues to hit Black women. Why would you even? I think I want to go to the nail salon where they beat up Black women. Girl, what you doing today? You know, I was thinking about going out to that nail salon where they be whooping on Black women. You know, let's go in there and see how lucky we get to get. Let's see if we get our ass whipped today or not. Let's see what the chances are. Let's see. Who the fuck does that? But maybe that's it. We don't think about it in that context. Maybe we should think about it in that context. Why the fuck would you want to put yourself in a position that you have already seen many other people be in that same fucking position, right? And you know that it didn't work out great for them, so why would you want to do the same thing to yourself? Like if you watch 3 motherfuckers run in front of a bus, the bus hit them, ran them over, you probably don't want to run in front of the bus because the same thing might happen to you. Like you might die. You might make it, but you might die. So you might go to this nail salon and you might not get your ass whooped, but you might. And if you didn't, one of the other black women in the community might. And somebody said that love is crazy or love is blind. You know, that's the problem, is that I think that's the same scenario with these nail shops and these beauty salons. I think as black women, we have this love affair with all of these things that make us feel like we're so much better and help cover up all of our pain, cover up all of the stress that we go through in this life, all of our depression that we go through. And so we buy things to make us feel better. And all of that shit makes you feel better. So even though you're in a very toxic relationship with racist ass institutions in this country and people who do not value your blackness, do not value your dollar, do not give a fuck about you, just like that nigga who don't give a fuck about you, that nigga don't value you, that nigga don't do shit for you. But at the end of the day, you would just rather have somebody say you look good or have somebody around you because it makes you feel better about yourself, even though you know that you are accepting bullshit and you're not accepting the best of what you deserve. So we so caught up in our love affair with fucking weave and all of these beauty standards that have been placed on us because we don't know how to take that shit off and look in the mirror and deal with ourselves. It's very hard to fight the stereotype of black women not being what this country believes is the standard of beauty. Who gives a fuck what this country believes is the standard of beauty? My question would be to you is, what do you think about your standard of beauty? And who are you trying to attract? Because if you're trying to attract black men and black men like black women, then just fucking look black. Who gives a fuck if anybody else approves of that? Who cares? So because your life is so stressed out, because things are so fucked up for you, we have this love affair of material things that make us feel better about ourselves. It's just putting a Band-Aid on a gaping ass wound and it doesn't do anything. But we so in love with it, we don't know how to let it go because it's our fix. For as much as people want to talk about, drug use and people being addicted to shit, as black women, we addicted to not being able to live in the standard of who the fuck we are. You know how I'm so tired of meeting black women? I'm so tired of meeting black women who refuse to walk out their house with their real hair on their head, who refuse to go anywhere without some lashes on, who refuse to be caught dead without makeup on. Is there ever a time in your life where it's okay to look like what you look like when you woke up? What kind of self-hate is that when you look in the mirror, you can't even accept yourself to walk out the house for 5 minutes like, this is what I look like with no makeup? Some women wear makeup, some women like to put in weaves, and yes, that's okay. But it's not okay where you need that stuff so much that you refuse to even be seen without it. You would rather walk outside with a scarf on your head, a bonnet on your head, than to show your natural hair because something inside of you tells you you're so disgusted by what it is because we're addicted to these material things. And if we don't have them, we feel inadequate. We feel like we don't look as beautiful as everybody else, that we don't reach the standard. Stop fucking reaching for white people's standard then. How about that? I've said this plenty of times before too, sisters, and the brothers is in the chat. Brothers, back me up if I'm lying. I mean, if you like a sister with some weave in them eyelashes and stuff too. How many black men? Because when women, you're doing this, let's be honest. A lot of times when we do this stuff, we do this because we're trying to go along with the standard of what this country has told us is beautiful so that we can be accepted. You go to work. Shout out to you, Faith. You go to work. You go to college. You go to all kind of places and they tell you your hair ain't right. We got kids who's in school right now in elementary. If your fro too big, they tell you your fro is against the guidelines. So it's been conditioned in us. But I would ask sisters, who are you really trying to impress? Are you trying to impress the standard of this country? Or are you trying to impress brothers? Because let me show you something right now. Brothers in the chat, how many of y'all like your women that way? And how many of y'all prefer a natural black woman? How many of y'all want to be able to run your fingers through your girl hair? No matter how short it is, no matter how curly it is. Would you like to be able to run your fingers through her hair? Would you like to be able to pull her hair without her saying, oh, don't pull my wig off? Would you like to take her swimming somewhere and say, baby, let's jump in this pool and you can slam her in the water and y'all can laugh together and she's not worried about the weave? Brothers, how many of y'all get tired of going to bed with a sister who look one way when she wake up, she look like maybe a cousin? But she don't look like herself no more. Shout out to you, Janine. She said, these women have no morals, like you said, selfish. Only when it happens to them is it an issue or problem. Shameful. From Brooklyn, New York. Shout out to you. But you know what? The problem is that it's been conditioned in us as women. But I'm just saying, for as much as we go through and fight as black people, I feel like this is an easy one, sisters. Come on. How we gonna really fight and start a revolution when y'all can't even... Man, I done told y'all, for as much as I like Mexican food, and I like Mexican food. I would give that shit up if I had to. I don't give a fuck about no Mexicans. They gotta go and they can take all the Mexican food with them. I would be okay. I would sacrifice. I'm just saying, this discourages me for the brothers, but it's such a low level thing. It's a nail salon. It's a beauty supply. And I'm going to say this again. Y'all don't even have to. Let me tell you, if you can't find a black one in your community, I know that there are not a million of them everywhere. There's not a million black-owned beauty supplies. There's not a million black-owned nail salons. I understand that. But what I am asking, and when somebody shows you I don't understand why this is so difficult. All I'm saying is if you're going to go and get your nails done, I don't give a fuck if you walk in there and there's a new race called purple people. Okay? If you want purple people to do your motherfucking nails, if aliens decide to come down here and be a race, if they got a motherfucking nail salon, everybody working there is transgender, if it's called the LGBTQA nail salon, I don't give a fuck who works in there. Okay? Let's just make it real simple for y'all. You don't even have to make it black owned at this point. How about that? How about we make it real easy, sisters? We don't even have to go to a black-owned nail salon or beauty supply. If you can't find one, fine. I understand. You got to get your shit from somewhere. Can you at least go to one that respects you as a customer, respects your dollar, and values you as a person instead of seeing you as a nigga? Can you go to a place that doesn't treat you like shit so brothers don't have to come bust the windows out and go to jail for y'all? For y'all to just turn around and go right back. That man went to jail for nothing. He busted those windows out for nothing. They protested in front of that nail salon for nothing. Because the next day, after brothers fought a fight, black women came and null and voided every fucking thing they had just done the day before. Like, how does that work? How are we ever going to get free that way? Like, we talk a real good game about black men and black women coming together. But we can't even decide on when black men stand up at nail salons that beat up black women, we can't even agree that you just don't go back to them. Go to another one. Go to a different one. Don't ever come back. Whether he did it to you or not. Once the word, come on, how many people are from the hood around here? Everything circulates, right? Everybody business go around everywhere. You don't think everybody in the community already knows that this motherfucking place be beating up black women? You shouldn't even have to go there. The word should get around and everybody in the hood should have been like, I'm not going back there no more. Did y'all hear what they did to Tawanda? Yeah, and then I heard shit. Like a month later, he just did whoop-de-whammy. You know, homeboy just went to jail for throwing them bricks through the window, trying to shut that shit down. I'm not going over there no more. Fuck that. Let's go check out that other nail shop that was up the street. Why aren't those conversations going on in our community? Come on. This is a simple fucking thing. If we can't get this right, we ain't gonna get a motherfucking nothing right in this bitch. Shout out to you, Black Freedom. They should go to black owned ones. Okay, so and shout out to you, Kayla. Kayla says, shout out to you, Kayla. Thank you for that. She says, you are a true daughter of the Egyptian goddess Aset. She went after everything she wanted with fervor, and so do you. May the Divine Mother continue to strengthen you to shine your light into our world. From your Jamaican sister. Shout out to you. Thank you for that donation, and thank you. Thank you, sister. Now, somebody else said, and shout out to you, M. Moss. Thank you for that. You know, he was saying that we should go to black-owned, places and respect ourselves. I just want to say this, that it's not that many black-owned nail salons and beauty supplies, not in every city, right? So I want to make it even easier for sisters. I want to say to you, you don't even have, if you have a black one, please go to the black one. I mean, if there's a black one, why wouldn't you? I mean, unless they in there beating you up, treating you like shit. The crazy thing is, though, now that I say that, let's give that comparison. How many of you sisters, if y'all, because it's hard enough to get us to patronize black businesses any damn way, right? Because what happens is you go into the black nail salon and they don't have 55 people working. Because the Asians will come in there and their whole family is in there. It's Mom Lynn, Young Lynn, Ho Lynn, Jin Lynn, Fin Lynn, Tin Lynn, and Win Lynn. All these motherfuckers is in there working. So they got 35 motherfucking employees. It's all their cousins and all their family. So you could get in and get out in them nail salons, right? You go to the black nail salon because they're black and they ain't got hundreds of thousands of dollars to start their business. They only got 1 or 2 pedicure chairs. You got to wait a little bit to get your service. They can't get you in right away. You got to make your appointment. So therefore, you don't want to wait. So we don't even do this for the black sisters, right? That own these salons and shit. But the funny thing is, if you went into a black woman's salon and they treated you like that at a black salon and a brother did something to you, what y'all gonna do to that salon? Shit, instead of bricks, a nigga might come back and shoot it up. Isn't this how we treat each other? Let a black man put his hands on a woman at a black nail salon. I don't know. And bust out the windows. Is y'all gonna be right back there the next day? No. Because Lord knows if the fish fry joint run out of hot sauce, I'm not coming back to this bitch because you motherfuckers never have any hot sauce around here. Although McDonald's ice cream machine is always broke, but we give whiteys that turn and that opportunity all the fucking time, do we not? Let a fucking black establishment do something wrong to us in the slightest. And we like, I'm not giving them business no more. And not only are you not going to give them business, you're going to turn around and tell everybody why the fuck they shouldn't support them. Isn't this what we do to each other? So it's cool because I get you. Whether a person is black, whether they're any race, if they treat you disregarding, you should not want to give them your business anymore. And if they continue to treat people disregarding, you should tell everybody else they shouldn't give them their business either. So why is it that we have such a hard time doing that with everybody else but ourselves? I don't understand this. I really don't. Because black businesses ain't allowed to fuck up, but y'all let Asians bust black women miles. Y'all let them beat y'all ass, call the police, steal motherfuckers' wallets, throw acetone in your grandmama's face over $5 fucking. And then we still go back. I don't know. I understand that we're very conditioned, but I just feel like there's so much that we could be doing for ourselves, right? As I say at the Black Agenda, we are our answer and we are. But goddamn, I feel like when people say to me, why is it the ticket price at the door? Look, freedom is not free. It will cost you something. And it's going to cost you everything. It's damn sure going to cost you more than the ticket price it cost you to fucking get in here. So if you're not willing to give up a ticket price to get in this mug so we can throw this event, then I probably don't want you in the room. Because if you can't do that, you definitely ain't gonna do nothing else. Because giving up your money is the fucking easiest thing to do in this fight. Like money is one thing. You know how much more we gonna have to do to fight this fight to actually get free? That's simple shit. And we ain't gonna never get nowhere if sisters, y'all keep null and void and everything that these brothers keep doing. It's not right and it's not fair. Not to our brothers. So as I said before, and I'm going to say this again, and some people might be mad about it, but brothers, if you are out there, and I'm hoping that Brother Tyrone Muhammad, because I'm going to ask him how he feels about this. I hope that he will see my inbox on his Facebook page and that he will take the invite to come on here on this show because I would like to talk to him. I would like to ask him also not only, about the situation, but how does he feel as the brother who did what he did and that all of these women still disregarded what he did and they went right back into that nail salon after he's gone to jail. He's facing legal fees and issues and stuff like that. How does that make him feel? I would also like to ask him now that he sees what he's seen, and actually there's been many other incidents where this has happened in this country, and in every single situation, black women have gone back to these establishments and have literally gotten to verbal confrontations and fought with black men about trying to close down these nail salons and these beauty supplies. I would like to know in his own words, I would like to know, knowing that what he did not stop that business and black women went right back, would he do it again if he could do it all over again? Because I'm all for brothers standing up for black women in the community. I applaud you brothers that do. Shout out to the brothers, the People's Action, New Era Detroit, right? They some brothers that's about their business. They do protect the women in the community in Detroit and all the places that they're, especially in Detroit. I love them brothers. Step out and let some shit like that happen in the D. Problem is that they've been out there in the community and they've been working with the community. So 9 times out of 10, let me tell you what would happen in Detroit. They would turn around and they would shut that establishment down. Not only would they shut that establishment down, somebody might get their ass beat. But if they didn't get their ass beat, I guarantee you that the black women wouldn't go back to it. You know why? Because they've been taking the time to go into the community to work with all the people, and the people see them as who they are, and they would stand out there, and the people would say, well, if y'all say don't go in here and y'all doing this work, we not, because they've taken the time to build that rapport with the community, right? So there are brothers out here doing all of this stuff, and I commend them, and I love them, and I thank them, for stepping up to the plate. But sisters, we got to step up to the plate too. Everybody always talks about, well, black women are always the first to stand up and fight for all of our causes and fight for the men and this and that. Black men fight for us plenty. And we overlook it like it's not even a big deal. It's like, damn, do we want a motherfucker to like die for us? They got to run in front of a bus before we even show them some regard, or no? No. It's just the same thing like how fucking white people start telling you about racism and y'all be like, whoa, look at the white people telling it. Let black people tell you the same shit. You don't want to hear it. Let a white person tell you good to hear it, though. But we don't regard each other with that same fucking regard. Brothers, don't do it no more. Don't do it no more. I know that somebody might say that that's harsh. We have bigger battles to fight. We really do. We have bigger battles to fight. So, brothers, I would say, coming from me, I don't know how anybody gonna take it, but y'all take it however the fuck y'all want. Brothers, stop. 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 The next fucking nail salon that beats a black woman down, or beauty supply that beats a black woman down, don't care. Do not go in that motherfucker and bust out no windows. Please don't go to jail. Please don't go in here fighting for people who don't give a fuck that you're fighting for them. Don't put yourselves in these positions to get beat down by the police, to go to jail, possibly be killed. Now, when he threw them bricks through the window, black women showed up and he went peacefully. But what if other cops had showed up and they were white men, and just because he was fucking throwing bricks through the window, they would have decided to pull their guns? That could have went a whole nother way for that brother. It really could have. And you want brothers to constantly put themselves on the line when y'all won't even stand with them. That shit is disrespectful as fuck. It's disheartening as fuck. It's shameful as fuck. So brothers, don't do it no more. Because it's this fucking simple. These black women are their customers. Black women go into these nail salons and these beauty supplies because they have to have these fucking items. They need them. It matters to them so much in life. They need them more than most of anything because they've been conditioned to tell without these material things, you're not shit. So until black women learn to love themselves and get over the stigma and the conditioning that has been put on us to tell us that we're not worthy of anything, everything from our inside cores to the outside is just rotten and fucked up. Black women ain't about nothing. We ain't about shit. There is no beauty in us. Until black women stop buying that lie, and until we start to value ourselves, there's nothing you can do, brothers. Nothing. Nothing. I would ask that you make sure the women in your family, that your mom, that your sisters, that they know don't go to them certain salons, because if they do, mama, I'm coming for them. And if you love me, you will respect me enough, sister, auntie, cousin. Don't go over there. Because if they do something to you, I'm going to fuck them up and then I'm going to be in jail. Is it worth it? How many of us cry talking about we tired of our men going to jail, but then we will put them in predicaments for them to go to jail all day long and not fucking care and let it be for nothing? But other than that, brothers, stop showing up to these nail salons and these beauty supplies. Y'all done it over, a year now. We've watched 4 different fucking incidents on social media that have gone viral. And every last one of these situations, as soon as black brothers stand up to the plate, black women always take their ass right the fuck back in there the next day. They know what happened. They know what be going on. They don't give a fuck. They go in there and get their nails done anyway and be looking at you like something wrong with you because you protesting trying to shut this bitch down. And they don't give a fuck until it's them. When the Asian person beats your ass because you complaining over a crooked nail and you want the motherfucker to fix it and they don't want to fix your nail, now all of a sudden, because they done assaulted you, now you want us to give a fuck. But when it's not you, sister, you give a fuck about none of the other sisters that this happened to, not realizing that in Lu Lin's eyes and Chon Lee, y'all all niggas. They see you the same way they see that fucking first sister that they beat down. And as soon as you give them a reason to beat your ass down, they'll beat you down too. Brothers, this is no longer your fight. It's not. It is no longer your fight, black men. Sit it down and leave it the fuck there. Black women go to beauty supplies and nail salons because they want to have those products. They are the ones being treated like shit. Because I'm not going into no motherfucking establishment being treated like shit and then going back. I'm not doing that. And I'm not going to an establishment that I know seeks out to treat black women like shit, and there's a possibility they're going to treat me like shit because they done treated 5 other sisters like shit. I'm not going because I respect my fucking dollar and myself enough. This is not your fight anymore, black men. Sit down, please. Sit down and don't go to jail over this bullshit no more. It comes a time where black women have to say enough is enough. This is black women's fight now. This is black women's fight. Black women, if you want to be fucking respected and you don't want to be treated like shit, stop taking your ass into these fucking establishments, giving them your money. And when they beat your ass and you knew you shouldn't have been in there, do not talk about where are the brothers. Do not ask any activists to show up for you, because this is not an activist situation. This is not a let's go call the brothers situation. This situation is very simple. Let me tell you what the situation comes down to. Sisters, stop fucking going. It's that simple. It's that simple. Y'all wasting our money. Y'all wasting our time. Y'all wasting our efforts. There's a GoFundMe account for this man, Tyrone Muhammad, right now, so that he can have good attorney for his legal fees, so that this man does not have to go to jail or pay all of these charges for busting out them windows. So now we're spending money on a GoFundMe account so this man does not have to pay the penalty for standing up for y'all. The whole time, this fucking nail salon is going to get their windows put back in by insurance, the insurance company. They're not going to be out of anything. And black women are going to continue to go to their nail salon, which is going to make their business keep thriving. That money that we put in that GoFundMe account could have helped another cause in this fucking country for black people. There's about 26,000, no, not 26, I think that's what they asking. It was about $9,000 when I looked at it. Now, do you know, had this man not done that, those funds could have been used for another real black cause? For all of those black activists that are standing outside in front of that motherfucking nail salon trying to shut it down, that energy and that motherfucking wherewithal and all that standing and protesting, they could have used that for something real. This is an issue because we keep letting it be an issue. The reason black women keep getting beat up in nail salons and motherfucking beauty supplies is because we keep going. Don't waste your time no more, brothers. I want y'all to stop. And that's coming from a sister. Stop. It ain't your fight. It's the sisters' fights. Sisters, if y'all want to be treated better in these fucking salons, it's time for you to stand up for your motherfucking self. Stop asking people to respect you. Stop asking people to fucking, and let me say that too. And I'm saying this as a woman, not to say that the brothers don't have issues. I get on the brothers too. But guess what? Some brothers need to check the brothers. Right now, I'm saying this to the women because the women need to hear this. Shout out to you after the storm, the sun. You said, look at ourselves as individuals, not a collective. Right. That's how we look at ourselves. But the brother who went in there, bust out them windows and went to jail, he looked at us as a collective. This is not that hard of a fight. We need to stop putting energy into it because it's a simple solution. Sisters, stop going. Demand better respect. Where you spend your dollar. Treat them Asian salons just like you treat black businesses. As soon as they do one small thing you don't like, cuss them out. Don't go back and then tell everybody on social media why the fuck you shouldn't go there. Because ain't that what we do to each other? When it comes to black-owned businesses, we definitely do. So, I'm going to leave it at that. It's not your fight, brothers. Please sit it down. This is on the sisters. At this point, y'all fight has been frivolous. Sisters have defeated everything that you do. They come right along behind you and fuck it all up. So, since the sisters are the ones getting their ass whooped, it's simple, black women. Stop going to any fucking nail salon, any beauty supply that treats you with disrespect and disregard. Just don't go anymore. And if you can't get that together, if you can't simply do all of that, then continue to get your asses beat, continue to be disrespected when you spend your dollar, continue to be treated like some nigga that they don't give a fuck about you. This is not a hard problem. This is not a hard solution. This is something that could easily be fixed. And it's up to the black women to do it. Brothers, sit this fight down. It's not yours anymore. Don't fucking let black women woo you into this bullshit that don't have to be if they would just take a stance. No, fuck a stance. How about they just sit down, stay their ass at home and not go to that salon? Shout out to you, Goshen in the house. Good evening to you. Look, Goshen always coming here and showing love. I thank you for that donation. I appreciate you. So, I love us black women. I do. I love our brothers and we got to get it together. But Nope. This is ridiculous. And I don't want to see this shit no more. Matter of fact, the next time a black woman get beat down at a nail salon or a beauty supply store or something, don't tag me in that shit no more. Don't tag me in it at all. Because I'm not protesting. I'm not suggesting we should protest. I'm not going to tell you to bust out the windows. I'm not going to tell you to burn the bitch down. I'm not going to tell you to do none of that. I'm not. I feel like that fight, if we're going to go to jail, right? If we got to go to jail for shit, if we going to do some crazy shit, shout out to you, G Cups. Thank you for that. If we're going to go to jail and we're going to put ourselves in all these positions, can we make it count? Just make it count. I don't need brothers going to jail, and I don't need brothers fucking up establishments and putting themselves in harm's way that could get killed by the police and spending time in jail when you're going to go unravel everything they did. They can use that fight and that money and everything else that we just put into this shit for fucking nothing. 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 He did that stuff for nothing. Black women came along and null and voided this. Say white supremacy this time, y'all. It's not white supremacy's fault. This is not the agent's fault. This is our fault because we keep letting it happen. Snuggle said, hello, ma'am. What is your solution? What are you really trying to say? LOL. I'm not sure what you're trying to say. I just gave you the solution. What do you mean? What am I really trying to say? Let me tell you something. I don't know if you're trying to be facetious or not. Sometimes when people read messages and words, it comes across conveyed in different ways than you mean it. But I believe that through this whole video, I've given you fucking solutions. I just told you what the solution was. It's a lot simpler than anybody wants to act like it is. It's called taking accountability for what the fuck you do and don't put yourself in certain situations. That's what it's called. That's the solution. So I'm not even sure why you're asking me what you asking me. Shout out to you, Black Freedom. I'm not sure if you're trying to be facetious. I mean, I've seen you've given a lot of donations, but I don't think just because a person give a donation to say something necessarily means that they got something decent to say. So what do you mean? What am I really trying to say? Mechee never beats around the bush on anything. I don't know how often you watch me, but Mechee fucking says exactly what she means. I say what I mean, and I mean what the fuck I say, and I said what I said. I mean exactly what I said. I'm trying to say exactly what I did say. Would you like a recap one more time? Since you gave a donation, let me recap it for your ass, okay? The problem is sisters are not respecting themselves. They are allowing brothers to put themselves in positions that brothers should not be in. We are using money and power and things that we could be doing to fight bigger fights in this motherfucking battle, in this fight called oppression against white supremacy and all of these other institutions that hold us oppressed, okay? So I'm going to need sisters to cut the bullshit. Stop putting our brothers in these positions only to turn around and not stand by their side. And the solution to this motherfucker is, black women, this is your fight. Just simply stop going. And that's how we solve it. Quit going, and then when you get exactly what the fuck you should expect to get, because that's what the fuck keeps happening all across this country, or because you've heard in the community that this nail salon is known for beating people down, you already knew that. Why the fuck did you go? Do you want to ask me any more questions, sir? I'm going to take that as a no. I don't know. Maybe you just type real slow. Because I'm not sure what you mean by what am I really trying to say. I said exactly what the fuck I meant to say. And let me say this to people too. Quit coming in my goddamn chat room and asking me things like, well, what's the solution? Do you have a solution? Especially when I'm giving a solution. I just think you motherfuckers like to say that shit. Well, what's the solution? I could be giving you the solution and you dumb motherfuckers will still ask me what's the solution. You too busy asking me what the fuck is the solution. You typing so much, you can't even hear me say what the fuck I done said. But I will tell you this too. I don't have to have every solution for everybody. How about you come up with some solutions, brother? How about that? While y'all constantly giving these donations and these comments and y'all coming in here telling me, well, what's the solution? What's the solution? Do you have a fucking solution? Do you? I don't know. When you watch the nightly news and the nightly news tells you everything that's going on in your community and they let you know and they're informing you of what's happening, do you say to the news, what's your solution? So why the fuck do I have to have a solution for everything? Although I could have swore that I just gave you one. I usually don't speak on very many things at all without giving you a solution. The things that I speak on, I usually give you my opinion on what a solution should be. Mechee does that all the time. So I'll be confused as to, do you motherfuckers even watch me when y'all come in here saying the stuff y'all say? Like, is it your first show? Have you been around this bitch? Like, Mechee gives solutions all the time. But even if I did it, where the fuck is your solution? I'm so tired of every time a black person come up to the table and they decide to say, look, I want to address the things that's going on in this country, right? I want to, somebody said they just trolling, but you know what? I think we use the troll too much, like we use the word hater too much. I mean, this brother then came up in here, and y'all can call it trolling if you want. I mean, he gave how many goddamn donations, how much money just so that he could have something to say. I mean, everything else he said was pretty cool. So that's why I said, maybe I read his interpretation of what he said wrong, but to be asking me, what's the solution and what am I really trying to say? I said what the fuck I was really trying to say. What are you trying to say that I'm trying to say? What did you get out of what the fuck I said? But quit coming on here asking that. Y'all do that to all black people. Oh, because you're on here speaking for black people and because you do stuff in the black community, they want us to have all of the solutions. I don't have all of the solutions. I give you what I have. Other than that, I'm going to need y'all to come up with some solutions too. Who said it just because every black person that step up to the plate want to say something, we have to have the solution for every damn thing? Although I did give you one. I did. People don't always like the solution I give, but it's the solution. Okay, Snuggles said, and he gave $5 more. Said, you didn't have to give another donation, brother. I was waiting on your response. You had to donate. Thank you, love. You made my point because I know people still ask these questions after you told them, but you got what I was trying to say. Okay. See, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I said in the beginning, I don't know if I took it wrong. You have to, because people will text shit and you don't always, you can't tell when you ain't speaking to a person exactly how they meant. Okay. I feel you, and thank you for the other donation. So I don't know. This shit is discouraging to me. It really is. So, sisters, we need to get it together. Y'all, I'm going to get the hell out of here. It is Sunday. I want to thank y'all for tuning in because I was late as hell. Shit, how late is it on the East Coast? It's kind of late over there. It's Sunday. Y'all got to go to bed. Y'all got to go to bed. It ain't that late here, though. Look, I can stay up a little bit longer. I'm grown. I think I can stay up a little longer. I ain't got to go to bed yet. Somebody said don't leave. Yes, I'm going to get up out of here. I've been on here a little over an hour. I just wanted to make that point. I thought that, this shit is ridiculous as fuck. It really is, and it's disheartening and it's sad. So I meant what I said, brothers. Sit down this fight. It's not yours, okay? Give it back to the sisters who continue to perpetuate it, because black women, we can stop this fight anytime we get ready. That's on us now. It's not on the brothers no more. So brothers, please have a seat. Save your time and the things that you're doing for something more important. This is not that important anymore. This is actually some bullshit, and I need sisters to stop it. Okay, before I get up out of here, let me see. I got some reception coming through here. It says some PayPals in here. Let me shout out some people before I leave. I want to thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all do me a favor for y'all get up out of here, though. Y'all hit that like button if you have not, right? Share this video. I didn't go too hard. I don't think, I'm not talking about white people in this video a lot. So, if your boss or somebody at work see it, you should be good, right? They ain't going to call you racist because I'm talking about black people in this one, actually. They'll let you get away with that. Just don't check white people on social media. So y'all share this video, right? If you can. Like it if you have not. Do that for me. And subscribe if you haven't done that. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you can be notified whenever I go live. Shout out to Carnal, sent $50. Yolanda sent $20. Pamela sent $25. Shout out to you. Thank you for that. And then the other day, I do have some other ones. So we got Melanie sent $25. Stephanie Miller sent $20. Antidote Realty sent $40. Jacqueline sent $20. Janae, she told me how to pronounce it, so I wouldn't say it wrong. Don't y'all be gonna leave me alone. I be pronouncing his name. Aaron. If y'all know what I'm talking about, y'all know. But if you know, look, I be in this mug like on Key and Peele. I be mispronouncing everybody's name. So shout out to Janae, who made sure I could say her name right, sent $10. Shout out to you. And I don't know, I might already said this. If I did, I'm going to say it again. And shout out to Ray. He sent $50 and Carolyn sent $20. And that was all over the weekend in PayPal. So thank you guys for the donations. Thank you for everybody who gave. Shout out to the sister and Goshen. Goshen, you always in here coming and supporting with a whole lot of love with them donations. I appreciate you. You guys don't forget to go over to the blackagendaontour.com and go on and get your tickets for the Black Agenda. As we will see you guys pretty soon. We got about a month. We got about a month and we'll be there. But then we'll be in DC 2 weeks later, and then we'll be in Houston. That's the last city for the year, you guys. Y'all make sure y'all go over there. And if you have not, do me a favor, if you have not text the word Black Agenda to 484848, make sure that you do that so you can stay updated on all of the information for the Black Agenda. Also, y'all give me a moment too next week. I'm going to have a number for y'all to text. It'll probably be 484848 too, but the word's probably going to be mechee. And y'all can text. And what I'm going to do is shoot out text messages to people when I'm live. So if you get the notifications constantly, fine. If you don't, you probably will want to sign up for that next week. That way you can get a text and then you won't miss when Mechee is live. Also, I want to let everybody know too that I'm working on the website, and actually I will be directing everybody over there when it's all set and ready to go, because for my website I do have live capabilities. So Mechee is going to start to hopefully get you guys to go over there, right, and sign up at the website, because you know there's gonna come a day and time I'm not gonna be able to stay here and they're gonna want to cut a motherfucker off. But that's okay, right? Mechee know that I see it coming, because this is what they do to everybody, and so I'm already making provisions for that. So there will be a time very soon y'all gonna be able to come over to Mechee's website, and that's where I will be going live sometimes, and we'll still be over here on YouTube. But just know when they, shut this bitch down, y'all need to make sure y'all are registered over there at that site. Y'all signed up, so that's where you will be able to catch me, because I will be going live from my site. Well, can't no motherfucker body tell me to shut up. Can't nobody censor my damn videos. Can't nobody tell me to be quiet, and you can't shut my shit down. How about that? So we working on a whole lot. Y'all be patient with me. This is a lot, y'all. It's a lot. Ooh, I have a whole lot on my plate, but it's all right. I ain't complaining. I'm just getting this done one thing at a time. It's a lot though, right? So y'all just give me a minute. Let me shout out these cash apps. And so let me see. I just got a cash app $15 from Vanessa. Thank you, Vanessa. Vanessa, you give quite a bit. Shout out to you. She said she shared it on Facebook. It definitely needs to be heard. Shout out to you. Tanisha sent $10, and she said, please don't ever stop. We need more people like you. Thank you, sister. I appreciate the donation and the encouragement. And Tandanico sent $2 the other day. Jamal sent 15. Tony sent 10. Eric sent 20. Blue sent Blue. I like it. Is that your real name? Let me find out. Jay-Z and Beyonce stole your motherfucking name. I thought that was the only Blue. That's a nickname. Shout out to Blue for the 20. Vanessa, this is back on Friday, I believe, sent another $15. So shout out to you. And then my boy Paraphernalia Palace sent 5. Tamika sent 25. Gregory sent 3. And Chris sent 10. I think I already shouted Chris out more than once, but whatever. I just want to make sure I ain't miss nobody. And this was since Friday, you guys. So I want to thank y'all for all of the donations. And yeah, I will talk to you guys tomorrow. I will be here at 8 p.m. Eastern to speak with you guys about the other stories that I want to talk about, but I wanted to get this one out the way. So y'all enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and don't be sad tomorrow's Monday. Y'all got to go to work. Just find a way to start your own business. Get the fuck off that plantation called the job, and then you don't have to take your ass to work on Mondays. But y'all be good. Have a wonderful week, y'all, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Y'all be good.